What's up guys, Random Outdoorsman here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over how to choose the right lure for your conditions. Let's get started. Your conditions are wind, if it's there or not, how hot or cold it is in the air above the water, and then how warm or cold the water is. Is there any cover on top of the water that you're fishing? What does the bottom of the water that you're fishing look like? And essentially the color of the water. That's very important as well. So you hear a lot of things and people say this condition and this condition, throw this exact bait every single time. Such as if it's super windy, like the water's all choppy and stuff, and it's cloudy out. Most people would say throw a spinner bait or throw a spoon, something like that. Well, that's not always the case. You want to sometimes change it up, but generally that bait will work very well because the choppiness of the water will kind of hide the extreme flash of a bigger spinner bait and will look more like a school of fish that's moving through the water. Now, that's a very good bait to use for that condition, but you could also just go and throw a jig, because a fish will hit a jig no matter what in most instances. But say it's super sunny out, you've got murky water, and there's no wind, it's dead. Still, you could throw a spinnerbait with maybe like a Colorado blade because that's what will show best in that murky water. That's what a lot of people would throw in that situation. But sometimes it's best to change it up. So essentially, it breaks down to what you think you should throw, what will show best in the water, what the fish want. Sometimes you have to throw 10, 15, 20 different lures just to get one bite. Once you get that bite, you pretty much have figured out what they're going to want for that time of day. So say something like early morning, there's a lot of lily pads, no wind, it's still kind of dark out. Frog works really well, but you could also throw a jig or a Texas rig, and just rip it really fast so that there's a lot of movement. You could also throw a chatterbait because that produces a bunch of noise. So, it's a lot about just throwing something that you have confidence in. That is very important as well, actually. Confidence will have you working that bait in the right way, whether it's fast or slow. Because if you don't have confidence in that bait, you're not going to be throwing it properly, you're not going to be using it properly, and you're not going to get the right presentation. So, picking your bait is down to confidence, conditions, and what the fish really just want, because you can't always control it. Like I said earlier, a very good conditions for a spinnerbait is cloudy and windy. That might not always be the case. They might not want to bite something that imitates a bait fish. Maybe they want some crayfish that day. Who knows? Until you throw that right bait. So about confidence again, the three baits that I have confidence in are swim baits, swim jigs, and beetle spins. You've heard me say it before. I always love to throw a beetle spin when the bite's tough. It's a very simple lure. It's small. You can get them in actually a bunch of different sizes. It's got a little Colorado blade, and you can get them in a ton of different colors. They're also great because they're cheap. That's a big plus. But yeah, those are the three baits that I have the most confidence in, and I fish those the way I like to fish them, and I seem to always just get bites on them. Though I will throw some other stuff in different conditions when maybe those won't be the best, or maybe the fish don't want those. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. Give it a like, share with a friend, and if you have any questions, I will be sure to answer them in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.